Hi there, it's Dr. Bernstein, and this video is part of a series on how to effectively prepare for and participate in job fairs so that you can make the most of these type of events and gain a competitive edge over your fellow job seekers. Today's focus is on how to prepare for job fairs by conducting research. I'm going to kick things off by sharing with you my top 5 strategies for conducting this research, and then I'll explain how it will give you a competitive edge over others and make the whole experience a lot more enjoyable for you. So the very first thing you want to do is find out which employers are participating in the job fair. A lot of times, if the fair is happening at your college, if you go over to the website for your Office of Career Services, you can find the listing there. The second thing I want you to do is look through this list and find 10 companies that you'd really find interesting and that you'd like to work for. Sometimes you're going to know the company, you're going to be familiar with their name and know that you want to work for them. Sometimes you might have to just look up the company, see what they do, see if they offer the kind of jobs that you're looking for. The next thing I want you to do, the third thing, is conduct some research on each one of these 10 companies. The best places to look are one, the company's About Us page, so you can learn more about the company, their mission, sometimes about the people who work there. It's also good to see if there's a news section of their website, so you can see if there are any new developments that are taking place that you might want to ask about. And the third place is to look under their careers section. A lot of companies list current job openings on their websites, so it's helpful to know if the company is currently hiring or not. The next thing I want you to do, the fourth thing I want you to do, is narrow down that list so that you have your very top 5 companies that you want to focus on. Job fairs can get really hectic. There's a lot going on. Lots of people are there trying to talk with the representatives, and you want to make sure you get to your top 5 companies, that you talk to those representatives while they're fresh, when they have some time. And then if you have extra time, go check out the other people on your list. The last thing I want you to do is for your top 5 companies, do additional research on them. So that might involve Googling them. It might involve going over to LinkedIn and looking up their company profile and seeing who they recently hired, what their qualifications are. It might also involve going onto Twitter, seeing if they're on Twitter, because their Twitter can give you like almost sort of a day-to-day feel for the pulse of the company. It's very important that when you're doing this research, you take some notes, because this information can all start to blur in your mind, and you want to be able to quickly review it before the job fair, and even during the job fair, like right before you go to the table, you can review your notes. So, this research is going to give you a competitive edge over most of the other people at the job fair, because most of the time people are walking into the job fair with their resumes, with their cover letters, and with their business cards. You should have those things too. But a lot of times they're not taking the initiative to do this research. So they have their resume, they have their business cards, they roam from table to table, they look at the different pamphlets, they try to ask questions or sell themselves to the representatives. And none of those things are bad, but when you come up to a representative and it's clear from your conversation that you've done some research on them before you even came to the event, that's going to impress them. That's going to show them that you took the initiative and that you have a real reason for coming up to them. So that's immediately going to set you apart. And in one of the upcoming videos in this series, I'm going to provide you with the ins and outs and the strategies for how to engage in meaningful conversations with representatives at job fairs. But for now, you should just know this maybe hour or 2 hours that you spend researching is going to automatically put you above the herd of other job seekers. And here's something that you shouldn't underestimate or undervalue. Doing this research can really reduce the amount of fear that you experience. It can reduce your feelings of being overwhelmed, of feeling awkward and feeling intimidated by job fairs, because a lot of people are intimidated by job fairs, and that's not giving you the right edge when you go into a job fair. You don't really want to be overwhelmed by these feelings while you're there. So doing the research ahead of time is going to leave you feeling empowered when you come into the situation. So that's it for now. If you want to get free weekly guidance on how to take control of your career one easy step at a time, head on over to my website, jenniferbbernstein.com. The link is right underneath this video, and sign up for The Path. That's my free weekly e-newsletter. I'd love to have you on there, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.